Hi everyone, this is Kelly Beard of computerized.com, and this is your weekly forecast for May 5th through the 11th of 2019. And we open this week with Beltane, or the Taurus Gate of Power. Many of you may have heard me say winter, spring, summer, fall are our four corners, but halfway between winter, spring, summer, fall is the midpoints, and they are called the Gates of Power. And they fall at Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, Aquarius times of year every year. So winter, spring, summer, and fall are all active periods, often with a lot of movement, change, and choices to be made. The gates of power mark the midpoint between these initiations, and midpoints are always potent, creative times that allow you to prune the non-essential while anchoring what is real or alive. This cross quarter is an infinitely fertile time in between, a place referred to as the sweet spot, that very thin membrane between seed and new life, between spring equinox and summer solstice. This is a warm-up, the initiation of summer in this hemisphere. Life is bursting forth, initial work is done, and this is a time to celebrate fertility, abundance, and our relationship to Mother. It is also a time to celebrate all that you have created and contributed to while mindfully preserving life along the way. Ritual, dance, drumming, toning, and/or chanting are always used in celebrations of Earth and her bounty, as is wearing or surrounding yourself with green, the color of life, love, and the heart chakra. So happy Beltane, everyone. Also on the 5th, we have Mars opposing Jupiter. This energy is perfect for working on your grand vision, and that is exactly what you'll feel like doing under this influence. Anything or anyone that blocks you from that should be consciously and kindly dealt with, and then get to it. Mars is action and Jupiter is expansion, and they are dancing together. It can be a selfish, undirected dance where no one wins, or it can be the beginning of something huge. You are using this energy to access the single-mindedness of Mars to accomplish the huge goals of Jupiter. The downfall of this energy is to allow Mars' ego, edging God out, to lead when it serves a better purpose, being the strength, not necessarily the strategy. And allow Jupiter's connection to the higher truth for you, guide you on your path. The Jupiter in you sees the bigger picture, your infinite potential that it longs to fulfill. Get out of your own way. Watch that inclination to overdo anything, spending, physical activity, overpromising, under-delivering, etc. Stay within your physical limits, but expand the limits of your consciousness. Robert Hand, another trusted astrologer, says, the sense of timing of your actions may leave you and others amazed and sure that you are lucky. But really, you have succeeded because you have a complete understanding of the situation. So this push-pull between the expanded vision and the actions it takes to get there, and checking in with who you are and what you want, and balancing that out with what you believe to be true or possible for yourself. What kind of integration needs to happen there so that you can get this dream off the ground? Then we jump to May 7th, which is Tuesday, where Venus will square Saturn. And this one is a mixed blessing. This energy can make you feel cool and detached with loved ones. It is time to take stock of your relationships and really evaluate the level of balance between giving and receiving. Business or personal, relationships must have a balance of give and take. You may feel more aware of your true independence in life and start reevaluating the need for certain relationships at this time. This energy pushes you to dig for your individual fortitude and determination to live according to your own personal values and priorities. So corrections or adjustments may be necessary and fairly obvious at this time. You may feel lonely, depressed, or disconnected, but it's just the universe forcing you to question or assess your current relationships, how you interact with others, and how you allow them to interact with you. It's good to periodically evaluate even the strongest relationship and check the foundation. Don't give in to ego-based fears, focusing on the lack and limitation or what is not working, but instead build on your strengths and honor the goodness that you have created together, as well as in yourself. This is the best time for intentional solitude because the insights you acquire through this process will help you down the road to stabilize your future. So deep breath. I just have to say that we have had at least one activation per week for the last 2 weeks, and this makes 3, that encouraged you to do some intentional solitude. So I'm just going to say, if you haven't taken heed to that in the last 2 weeks, I'm going to recommend that you jump on it this week as best you can, because there's messages for you. Your soul has messages for you that you have to stop and listen to. On May 8th, which is Wednesday, Mercury is going to conjunct Uranus. So this is very powerful. It is said that this energy depends on your normal mental speed to begin with, which is not the same as intelligence. Okay, mental speed and intelligence, 2 different things. If you are naturally quick mentally, then you will be downloading more than usual during this initiation. Uranus acts as a lightning rod that strikes and briefly illuminates an area of your life. And in this case, Taurus is the garden of life we are cultivating with our choices. Aha moments will lead to more freedom and independence, but only to the degree that you can maintain them yourself. If you are in like-hearted circles, the conversations could be really stimulating, unlocking perceptions across the board. If you are not naturally quick mentally, then this will be helpful for you, as you are more likely to experience awakenings and connections to your own intuition that help strengthen it from within. The shadow side to this energy is being oversensitive and jumping to conclusions. Test and ground your insights before hardwiring them into your being in any way. Let's say that again. You want to test your insights and you want to ground your insights before you decide that they are truth. So true that you're going to hardwire them into your system as truth. And right now, we all have a very overtaxed nervous system, which is widely available for all. So try to connect with Mother Earth often. Whatever gets zapped or loosened can thus be moved to the compost pile. Whatever gets illuminated, becomes conscious, is to be further investigated for merit, but valuable nonetheless. Keep records of your aha moments, as you won't be able to immediately act on all of them at the same time. Those you cannot, at this time, often turn into nuggets of gold in your future. Also on the 8th, Sun is going to sextile Neptune. This energy activates your ability to dissolve the ego momentarily and allow your soul self to shine through. Your spiritual center, base, or practice comes up at this time. How is it supporting you? If you've gotten away from your practice, this energy will make it easier to get back on track and connect to your spirit, your intuition, and the vision for your life's purpose at this time. You may find where your contribution is most valued when you step outside of yourself and see how others' needs are important. Under this influence, you may feel more giving and compassionate, so find a need and fill it in your own deliciously unique way. That's what's really important. Your physical energy may be low as a result of Neptune channeling the sun's source energy inwardly to recharge your spirit. Otherwise, it could be projections of all kinds, yours and other people's as well. Best to spend some intentional solitude, preferably in nature, if, when, and where possible. So this is an individual and a collective planet getting together. So you have extra support for gaining traction on the vision that you're cultivating at this time. And that's what this one is really good for, because it kind of gets the ego out of the way, activates your imagination, and illuminates things for you. Then on the 9th, which is a Thursday, my 3-part introduction continues with part 2, the animals, and the Soul Sisters journey for 2019. So I invite you to join us at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Pacific. And if you're not on the emailing list, which has all the links, just email me directly, kelly@karmictools.com, if you would like to register for that call that Thursday night, May 9th. I would love for you all to join me. Like I said, this is a 3-part series. We've already done the archetypes, and you are welcome to review those as well. We're going to do the animals in May and the ancestors in June, and then I'm launching a whole new website and membership in July, so stay tuned. Also on the 9th, a couple of more activations with Venus. So powerful day for the benefactors, which bodes well for my call. Venus is going to trine Jupiter. This is usually a pleasant energy, although short-lived. It's a good time to enjoy some kind of social activity. No pressure, just easy laid-back fun. It can make you prone to laziness or excess, but only if you're already prone to that. Otherwise, if you're typically busy and constantly on the go, this energy gives you permission to kick back a little and release the usual pressures to produce. Take some time out to smell the roses, or at least reflect on all that you have accomplished and give yourself due credit for coming this far. This is a good time to travel, if possible, go on a vacation, or take a short trip. This energy tends to bring forth earned blessings, so take a moment and give thanks to the powers that be which brought you to this point. So gratitude, again, this is a really big day for gratitude. Also, same day, Venus is going to square Pluto, so some kind of ultimate transformation is underway. This activation brings intensity and challenges you to grow out of comfort zone into new territory where your relationships or finances are concerned. It creates very intense emotional responses and experiences with others that tends to trigger insecurities or hidden fears in one or both of you. Stability is not part of the equation at the moment, so prepare for inevitable change. You've probably already felt it coming, the shift in your relationship or financial situation. Well, it's here now, so you can be proactive on your own behalf, or you can suffer the consequences of postponing the inevitable. You may have heard me say, pay now or pay double later. That applies to this transit too. The natural response may be to try to hold on to the job or relationship, but try not to give in to that temptation. Pluto intensifies everything, and the more you resist the necessary purification and change that Pluto brings, the more painful it usually is. It is better to clarify your values and priorities and choose change rather than having it forced upon you. Either way, once the dust settles, you should be better off because things either change for the better or go away altogether, making room for something new and more in alignment with your values and priorities of now. Okay? Then we move to the 11th, which is Saturday, and this is the last activation and will be the first day of our energetic reset of our self-value and self-worth. So I hope that you've signed up for that as well. This is Sun trining Saturn, so this is a good one. This energy gives you the direction and discipline at the same time. Very powerful, very useful. Let's all tap in and have a cup of that. Use it consciously to fuel your goals at this time, as you will be blessed by your past efforts. You are completely supported to structure your life in a whole new way. It's time to take a personal inventory, organize your life, especially your home, office, or immediate environment. Naturally, this kind of shift will also affect those you relate with in those close environments, so be mindful of others who are not necessarily as clear as you may be at this time. A new order is taking root, which scares some and excites others. And this activation supports you and your personal definition of stability and good boundaries. You have access to focus and dedication that can set the tone for the next season as you clarify the connection between who you are and what you are truly responsible for in this life. Evaluate your daily routine and see what's working and what's not, and move forward with some new choices. And the last thing is May 11th, like I said, is the first day of our annual Reset Your Self-Value and Self-Worth with Buffalo. So hopefully you're hearing this in time to sign up for that. And I have created a link on the Karmic Tools site because I don't have Kelly and Beard up yet. So you can go to karmictools.com, and under offerings, you will find a link to the intense. It's a 7-day intensive where we reset our self-value and self-worth. And I'm really excited to offer this to you. So check in there under my offerings on the Karmic Tools site. It will eventually have its home base on Kelly M. Beard. So thank you all for riding along with me and listening and participating and being part of my global family and extended wolf pack. So thank you for listening. Have a great week. This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and I am so grateful for your time, energy, and support. Please share this with those you think would resonate and reach out if and when you need to. Kelly at KarmicTools.com. The goal of my weekly forecast is to alert you to the energies and activations that we're all experiencing and the possibilities for conscious co-creation as an individual. Awareness of the energies is the first key, but I invite you to take it to the next level by checking out my readings, telecircles, and subscriptions, which are all geared toward individual support that helps you understand your own unique blueprint. My specialty is cycles and patterns, and I love helping people figure out their own within the context of the social and collective rhythm. To some, working with their own cycles and patterns is a completely new and foreign concept, but there are many planetary cycles that coincide with natural life cycles that allow us to co-create in mystical as well as practical ways. I create custom tools that I have tried and tested myself for over 30 years, and I do the work alongside my circle every time. So I hope you will reach out if you feel called to dive deeper into your own soul's natural rhythm. Talk to you soon. One love.